All right, here we go. I really suck at this, so bear with me. I guess the first thing I'll show you is that it runs without the balancer in it. The balancer I removed is the one that's in the cylinder head right here. So, go ahead and fire it up. It's hot, by the way. Now, before I die of carbon monoxide poisoning, this is the scan tool that I'm using. This is like a little cheapo cord. Well, it's actually not cheap, it's pretty nice. But I bought this on Amazon for like 16 bucks, and it adapts the OBDII connector under the seat right there. It's a little red connector. I can just show you. Anyway, these bikes have onboard diagnostics level 2. So basically you can sniff it with any kind of modern scan tool, snap on, you know, the little dongles that you get on Amazon and stuff like that. This is your diagnostic connector. And then that's what this interfaces with. And then all this is an OBDII like you would find in your car. And then this I actually bought for my Range Rover I had years ago, but it's a ELM 327 Wi-Fi capable device. I can link this in the comment section too. I'll link both of these if you want. But anyway, so I use that in conjunction with this app that I'll also link that was free. And it basically gives you the OBDII PIDs for basically from the ECU. So it'll give you like throttle input, fuel trims, map, sensor readings, like everything, voltage, actual raw values versus, you know, actual and commanded and stuff like that. And then as far as the throttle synchronization, I had that hooked up to there, watching the PID for the front versus the rear cylinder map readings on my phone. And then you have to come in here. It's kind of janky to do it, but you have to take these two bolts out, remove the coil all the way completely. This bracket has to come off, and it's this bolt here, this bolt here, that bolt there, and that bolt there. But this bolt has to go back in and get tightened up because this bolt hole is through drilled to this intake runner right here, the throttle runner. So I put that bolt back in. I went ahead and put this one in too, just for giggles. I couldn't see a hole at the end of it, but it made me feel better. So once you get this bracket out of the way, your ECU is back behind there. This is actually part of the bottom of the ECU connector. There are two more bolts right behind there. Right there and right there. Those two bolts have to come out, and then your ECU will drop down and out of the way. Once you drop it down and out of the way, you can plug the ECU back in, plug your coil packs back in and stuff like that. There's a little connector down there for your coil pack. It's a little 3-wire connector. Anyway, once you get all that done and out of the way, you will be able to see, this is looking back behind this bracket here. You will be able to see that set screw right there at the tip of my finger. That set screw is what basically creates a throttle stop between the front throttle, which is the sensed, that's where all the throttle position sensor and the motor are connected to the front throttle, and then the rear throttle is just a dummy. So it's connected with linkage and stuff like that, but that set screw, where is it? That set screw back there at the tip of my finger right there is what synchronizes those throttles together. and it's got white paint on it from the factory, and it's like, oh my goodness, don't touch it, you know. But if you plug your scan tool in, start the bike, warm it up, I would take it for a ride around the block. I would also have a fan pointed at your radiator, because you're probably gonna have to leave it sitting here idling for a while. My bike, if it sits here in the garage and idles for 30 minutes, it won't cool off really. It won't overheat, but it won't cool off past, you know, 119 degrees, or I'm sorry, 219 degrees. So it gets pretty hot. I would put a fan in front of the radiator. But anyway, yeah, like I said, you want it hot, and make sure while you're adjusting, you're watching your phone with the scan tool. Focus, there we go. Watching your phone with the scan tool plugged in there, and then basically synchronize the map readings. And then after that, take it for a couple rides. You'll probably have to relearn the fuel trims, but the bike will do that on its own. My rear cylinder was quite a bit leaner than the front cylinder because it was getting less air. So yeah, that's pretty much it.